you. Speak to me about using virtual reality and shifting your vibration and being joyful and having everything you want and that being enough and that being okay when you see others around that don't have it. Speak to me about the balance of that feeling of going back and forth from you, me, feeling of the guilt, I guess, of wanting everybody else to have what's been given to me.
Well, the contradiction in your statement is you cannot be in a joyful place of having everything in the same moment that you're focused upon someone that's hurting your heart. So what you're saying is, if everyone around me would adjust their conditions so that they could be joyful, then I would give myself permission to be joyful too. But until they're joyful, it feels wrong for me to be joyful.
Exactly.
And we say, you have to get over that, or you will never have a moment of joy. Because there will always be those that are having experiences that, first of all, you can't understand. And we think that's the biggest part of that. We think it is not understanding where they are. In other words, if you have a strong desire for well-being and you're focused upon something that is not well-being, then those two horses are pulling in opposite directions and you don't feel very good. And so you are asking the age-old question, because what you're saying is, well, as I look at that and feel good, then it's good. I vote for that. I want that. I want my neighbors to be joyful. I want my family to be joyful. But as I look at that, I feel bad. And I need that to be that so that I can feel good. And we say unconditional connection or unconditional love says, I have found a way to direct my mind so that I can feel good regardless of what others are doing. And I've practiced it so well that with the help of law of attraction, I'm mostly only rendezvousing with things that support the vibration that I'm mostly practicing. So it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. But most of you are not guiding your life from the response that is coming forth from within. Most of you are guiding your life from the outside. In other words, I'm supposed to look over there, and I'm supposed to have this response, and I'm supposed to have this feeling response, this emotional response. And we say, you're supposed to feel good. That is the way you are oriented. And when you don't, it's because you have allowed something to cause you to direct your mind otherwise. Jerry and Esther have had a glorious 20 days in this campground where there is all manner of contraption camping around them. And these little children that caught their eye, Jerry was telling Esther the story of something that he saw that she did not see, where Jonathan has put Victoria, Jonathan is about 5 and Victoria is about 3.5. Jonathan has put Victoria, his little sister, on the skateboard at the top of a pretty good hill. And his plan is to give her a really good ride by just setting her loose. And she thinks that it's a pretty good idea because he's very excited about the idea. And so she walks with him. He carries the skateboard. They get to the top of the hill. She sits on it. She pulls herself all in and hangs on. And he gets really ready to let her go. And then she has another thought and she just steps off. And Jerry is watching from a distance and he says, yes, inner being. Because he knows that Victoria is receiving guidance from somewhere that says, this is not the best idea Jonathan has ever had. So that's basically what we're getting at. In other words, Jonathan wanted to guide her from the outside. He is her big brother. And it was a little disappointing that she did not just go along with it, you see. But what's best for you is always known by you. And if it feels good, it's a great idea. And if it doesn't, get off the skateboard.